Hey, welcome! Are you ready to really elevate your English? Today, we're going to ditch those stiff textbook phrases and jump right into the real, everyday stuff that'll make you sound so much more natural and confident. We're talking about two of the most common situations you run into, saying thank you and I'm sorry. Let's get into it.
So, have you ever had that feeling you know you're saying all the right words, grammatically it's perfect, but it just sounds kind of robotic, a little stiff? Believe me, that is a super common hurdle for English learners, and today we are going to leap right over it. I'm going to give you the tools to sound way more like a native speaker. So our goal today is really simple. We're going to take those old, formal phrases you learned from a book and swap them out for the friendly, natural alternatives that you'll actually hear people use in conversations every single day. This is all about building your confidence for the real world.
Okay, first up, let's talk about the classic response to thank you. Now, don't get me wrong, you're welcome is always polite, it's always correct, but we can add a little more color to your conversations, right? It really is all about moving from that one standard reply to something that has a bit more personality. So let's break down 3 fantastic alternatives. No problem, don't mention it, and anytime. And you'll see, each one has its own little vibe. Let's start with a huge one. This is probably the most popular casual response you're going to hear, especially in American English. No problem. The cool thing about this phrase is just how laid back it feels. When you say no problem, you're basically sending the message that whatever you did was easy peasy, not a bother at all. It's just super friendly, super casual, and you will hear it everywhere. Okay, next up we have one that's a little more classic, and I'd say a little more humble too. Don't mention it. This one is just so polite. It kind of implies that the favor you did was so small, it doesn't even need a thank you. You're basically downplaying your effort in this really gracious, charming way. It's a really lovely, understated response. And finally, for a response that's super warm and inviting, one that actually builds a connection, you can use anytime. I gotta say, I love this one because it's so forward-looking. It does more than just say, you're welcome. It actually opens the door for the future. Saying anytime tells the other person you genuinely enjoyed helping them and you'd be happy to do it again. All right, let's shift gears to our next common scenario. What do you say when someone says, I'm sorry to you? Of course, it's okay works just fine, but we can do better. We can sound a lot more reassuring. So just like before, the standard, it's okay is totally fine, but phrases like, no worries or don't worry about it, well, they add this layer of warmth that can make the other person feel better almost instantly. Let's look at the first one. This is a casual favorite that you will hear all over the English-speaking world. No worries. Honestly, this is the ultimate let it go phrase. No worries immediately tells someone that whatever mistake they made, it was minor and you are not upset at all. It's just a really friendly, laid-back way to tell someone to relax.
A very similar and just as comforting alternative is, don't worry about it.
This one is so direct and kind. You are literally telling the person to stop feeling guilty, stop stressing out about it. It's super clear, very comforting, and it just completely diffuses any tension right away. All right, you've learned the phrases, you've seen how they're used. Now let's put it all to the test. It's time for a quick little practice session to make sure this new knowledge really sticks. You ready?
Here we go, scenario number 1. Someone's walking behind you, you hold the door, and they say, oh, thanks for holding the door. What's a great, friendly response? I want you to think of an answer. Go ahead and pause for about 10 seconds and say it out loud.
So, how'd you do? For a small, quick favor like holding a door, honestly, any of our 3 new phrases would be absolutely perfect. No problem, don't mention it, or a warm anytime, all fit beautifully here. Awesome job.
Okay, you ready for the next one? Your friend rushes up, they're 5 minutes late, and they say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. What do you say to make them feel better? Again, take about 10 seconds, pause if you need to, and think of your answer.
Excellent. In a situation like this, you really just want to be reassuring, right? So a friendly no worries or a comforting don't worry about it are both fantastic choices. They let your friend know it is truly not a big deal.
Fantastic work on that little quiz. Let's do a quick final recap and put all of your awesome new phrases in one spot so you can easily review them whenever you want.
And here it is, your new conversational toolkit. So instead of just,
you're welcome, you can try no problem, don't mention it, or anytime. And when you hear an apology, you can elevate your it's okay to a much more reassuring no worries or don't worry about it.
You know, using these simple phrases is going to make a huge difference. It'll help you sound more fluent and feel way more confident. The real key now is to listen for them when you're out in the world and then be brave and try them yourself. So, you've totally mastered this. What's the next step on your English journey?